a lot of analysis. We did not have people on the staff who were competent to analyze data that we would probably have to subpoena in a hearing of this kind.
But you would agree with me, as someone who's been here, I think you said 20 years, it would be better to conduct such a hearing and take that time, which you say is necessary to make judgments, rather than to make judgments without taking such time.
Mr. Bennett, a hearing would in no way answer the problems that these two people are arguing over. These issues were moving to fruition. If you waited 6 months, what are we going to do? Ask the bank board not to take any action against these guys until we can have a hearing that may be 6 months or a year later? A hearing is just not a mechanism that's suitable for these kinds of disputes. It is suitable for looking at broad activities and policy issues, but not to resolve one constituent's complaint. It is a good process if you want to look back at what has transpired, but it certainly is not a process if these matters are moving along rapidly as an enforcement measure. That would not resolve anything, because by the time we have a hearing, they would have closed the institution and taken it. We wouldn't have had anything to have a hearing on.
And your position was that you had to take whatever steps you could take to stop that institution from being closed down? Is that what you're saying?
No, that is not what I have said. Nothing like that, Mr. Bennett. That's a mischaracterization.
Pardon me, Mr. Taylor?
It certainly is a mischaracterization.
Well, I think let's refrain from activities like that.
All right.
Let's move ahead.
Did you meet with Mr. Grogan?
Get this over with.
Did you meet with Mr. Grogan on May 19th, 1988, the day before the board and Lincoln signed the agreement?
I wouldn't know what date they signed their agreement. I've never seen the agreement.
They signed it on May 20th.
Well, that wouldn't be a benchmark for me because I didn't know the date. If you want to refresh my recollection about a specific meeting, please do that. But I don't refresh me by dates. I don't have a memory like that.
Did you meet? Do you remember meeting with Mr. Grogan on May 19th, 1988, the day before that agreement was signed, which was a pretty significant event, wasn't it?
It was not for me because I did not have a copy of it and it was not shown to me. So if you want to recollect, refresh my memory with something that was said or done, I'd be happy to look at that. But I do not remember.